Hacha sarveshwaratah paraditi vaktavyam. When Harama comes after, so this is the Dvitva part, which is the section of Dvitva, reduplication going on. So when Harama comes after a Sarveshwara, a Vīṣṇujana coming after that Harama can optionally be reduplicated. Okay, what was the first sutra for reduplication? Vamanat Marnana Dvisareshware, that was the first one. And then the next one was Haravina.
Vishnu, wasn't it a Vīṣṇujana, Vīṣṇujano,
Va.
Va Haravina.
Haravina. Second, what was the third one? The big one actually.
Oh, this is the Hari Mitra Vīṣṇugano, Vīṣṇugana Hari Mitram, Shauritaha Satvataha, Satvatach Chaudir Dvir Va Sarveshware Iti Vachyam. Oh.
You memorized it or you were just saying it?
Yeah, memorized.
Wow, good. And what's the...
Nityam.
I'm sorry?
Manibhyam Nityam.
Okay, yeah, that one.
That's a little earlier.
Yeah, Dvisureshwara Matracha and Trivikramadva, and then Angmang Bhyam Nityam, those three sutras. Okay. Okay, what's the next one after this? No. Which Ujjwal Prabhu said after that one?
It's Ramat Sarveshware
to Hari Gotram Vina.
To Hari Gotram Vina.
And now we have this one.
Okay. So I was thinking Sandhi happens when when two things come together, like dhatu and upasarga, or dhatu and pratyaya are between two words. But this dhati, that was confusing to me. Like this, within a word itself, there was no combination of like pratyaya and dhatu or something like that.
Yeah. So we had mentioned it earlier also that one thing is that which you are telling, that if we have two different words, and two different words in Sanskrit is known as a pada, and in Harinamamrit Vyakaran we say it Vishnu pada. So when we have two Vishnu padas, so the sandhis can happen there. And even if it's not a Vishnu pada, if it's a Vishnu pada, just the same word, Samana Vishnu pada, this is the word. So some sandhis can also take place in Samana Vishnu pada. That's why in many sandhis, in many sutras, we get to see words like Vishnu Padanta. Vishnu Padante, like Vishnu Dasa Vishnu Padante Hari Ghoshe Cha Hari Gada. So that specific mention of the word Vishnu Padante, and so on. So it signifies that the usage of the Sandhi, the Sutra, for two different words, two Vishnu Padas. But many Sandhis are there which can be applied inside a Vishnu Pada, which means Saman Vishnu Pada, the same word. So Dadhi is one of them. And then we have all these Dvitva Sandhis and many Sandhis. Even Yadav Matre Hari Kamalam we saw, and so many things actually.
Right. So I thought Avishnu Padanta means inside where there is the word and the Pratipadikam and the Pratyaya, or the Dhatu and the Pratyaya when they come together. I didn't know that. Like,
yeah, means that is also right what you are saying, the Upasarga and the Dhatu or the noun, like that. But even if it's like Pratipadikam, the Pratipadikam, which is a nominal root, even inside that also it can happen.
I see.
Yeah, even inside that.
Not necessarily when two things come together, it can just...
No.
I see.
It can be just the nominal root, that word.
Okay.
So, Hacha Sarveshwarataha Paraditi Vaktavyam. So, if Harama comes after a Sarveshwara, so in this example, this Harama, this is coming after a Sarveshwara. And after this Harama, we have a Vīṣṇujana. Now, in this case, the Harama is reduplicated optionally. So, one time we take Brahma, and once what is that? Okay, a Vīṣṇujana which comes after her Rama is reduplicated. So this ma is reduplicated. So this is reduplicated here. Brahma, Brahma. Even actually, when we speak even this one, Brahma. So naturally, ma sounds double. You know, Brahma, Brahma. We stop at Brahm and then we speak again ma, Brahma. So sandhis are very much close to the pronunciation, the natural pronunciation of each and every word. So Brahma. So we have it like this. So this was the one. And any example for this one? I'm not getting it.
What about Jihva, Prabhu?
Yeah,
Oh wow, yeah.
Jiva is good actually. Jiva. Yeah, Jiva is good. Va will be duplicated. What about Prahlad? Prahlad. So we have a Sarveshwara and we have her Rama, and then we have a Vīṣṇujana after it. So in this case also we should have like this, Prahlad, but we never see like this, Prahlad, because it's optional. Because we are used to seeing BBT books and they don't use. So if we see some older books, the editions, we might get to see such usages. Yeah. So like that, 1, 2, 3. Hastu Vīṣṇujane Chana. But her Rama that comes after Ra Rama is also not reduplicated when a Vīṣṇujana follows. Okay, so in this case, if we have her Rama, which comes after Ra Rama, and is followed by Vīṣṇujana, then in this case, this her Rama is not reduplicated. Because, you know, we had that Ra Ramat Sarveshwaretu Harigotram Vina. So it mentioned Harigotram Vina, Shar, Shar, Sa, Ha, and Ha is also Harigotra. So this one is just a extension of that sutra, Ra Ramat. Ra Ramat, what is that? Harigotram. Ra Ramat Sarveshwaretu Harigotram Vina. So after Ra Rama, Vīṣṇujana is there, but this is Harigotra, so that's why it doesn't take any reduplication. Yes. Yeah. Then we have Vīṣṇujanāt Vīṣṇudāsasya darshanam savarga Vīṣṇudāse. So example for this one was given way back by Ujjwal Prabhu, I think.
Yes, Pranahari Prabhu and I were breaking our heads for an hour trying to figure out how that form was made, going over it, because that day we had gone over all of these cha reduplications.
Oh.
And we couldn't figure out, you know, we were studying together, and in 10 minutes we came to this and we're like, oh, this will be easy. Literally 1 hour. Then finally he looked forward and we found this, and it was a big victory.
Tato Jayamudiraet. A Vīṣṇudāsa that comes after a Vīṣṇujana optionally disappears when Vīṣṇudāsa of the same Varga follows. I really like this Sandhi actually. I don't know why, but I like it. So Bhagavan, so earlier we had this example, Bhagavan Shuraha. Then we applied Tashchashe, you know, Tashchashe, and we had this in place of na Rama, and then we applied tatah shashtova. Okay, so now we have Bhagavan Churaha. Okay, so we apply 125 optionally. It's optionally. So this Charama, first of all, yeah, this Nyarama is a Vīṣṇujana. Then this Charama is a Vīṣṇudasa. And then the Charama is also a Vīṣṇudasa of the same Varga of Charama. You know, Cha and Cha are belongs to the same Varga. So as per this sutra, after a Vīṣṇujana, this Vishnu Dasa will be deleted. It will disappear when a Vishnu Das of the same Varga follow. So this Cha will be deleted and we get Bhagavan Churaha. Bhagavan Churaha. I'm like, you know, the sutra before Tashtashe, Jajhanyasha Rameshunya Ramaha, if you remember. So there we were already making this form, if you remember.
Right.
So I don't know why again, you know, it was easy. We were, you know, touching the nose from here. Why to go around and make the same form? We had this form in that sutra, Jajhanyasha Rameshunya Ramaha. So we had made this form first and then this one second in Tashtashe. So, but here, this is like another way of doing the thing. Bhagavan Shuraha. Like that. Was that clear? Vīṣṇujana, Vīṣṇudasa. Whoa.
Prabhuji, in fact, otherwise, so you have Bhagavan Shuraha. So the Sha becomes Cha if we take the sutra, the Chachayoho. So, I see. So how does this Sha becomes Cha?
This one?
Yeah.
Tata Shashtova.
But then when it becomes that, then you cannot change the Na, right?
No, we first changed the Na. And then we changed this one. Because here, Na Rama is not Vishnu Dasa. Tatah Shashtova in this sutra, Tatah stands for Vishnu Dasat. And this Na Rama is not Vishnu Dasa because Taetad Varjita Vishnu Dasa. Taetad Varjita means except for Hari Venus, all the other four columns are collectively Vishnu Dasa. So we cannot apply Tata Shashtava here. So first of all, we change this Na Rama into this by Tashtashe.
Non-Tashcha.
No, Tashtashe actually. This is Tashtashe. And then we applied Tata Shashtava and then, you know, this one, Vīṣṇujana, Vīṣṇudasa, Syadarshana, Savarga, Vīṣṇudasa, like that.
So in that case, then we will not, without applying the sutra, we will not, without applying the this sutra, we won't get the form Bhagavan Churaha, the last one, right?
No. If Jajhanyasha Rameshunya Ramaha, which sutra number is that? Okay, let us go to there. 65, 60.
There is She Chanto.
Isn't it She Chantova, not Tashtashe? Because
Oh yeah,
Tashtashe is with
yeah. I'm sorry.
Tavarga, right?
I'm really sorry. It's She Chantava.
Tarama.
Yeah, I just mistook it. So I was speaking of this one. Yeah, it was She Chantava. I was telling Tashtashe again.
Still here, you want to get Bhagavan Churaha. You will get Bhagavan Shuraha, right?
Okay, yeah. Okay, I got it. What you are
But
saying.
then you get She Chantova and you get the Cha added. And then you can do the Tata Shashtava, and then you can do that sutra we're looking at.
Yeah. So, yes, you are right. Means, so we get Nya Rama here, but we don't get Cha Rama here because it's still Hari Venu, which is not Vishnu Dasa. So we get Cha Rama from this sutra, and then we convert Sha into Cha Rama. Then everything follows. Yes. See, such a subtle thing. You know, this sutra, then that sutra, then Vīṣṇujana, Vīṣṇudasa, Darshanam.
This is why Pranahari Prabhu and I were so ecstatic when we figured this out. It's by far and again the most complex thing that I've done yet, or we've done. So it's like, yes, we're doing Vyakaran.
Wow. Yeah, next Monday we'll do Vyakaran test, and I'll really give difficult ones. Really means really, because you all are matured and grown up Prabhus.
We're in first grade now instead of kindergarten.
No.
So now
Actually, you all are good actually. That's why I have planned to give Sandhis from some Tika of Jiva Goswami, not less than Jiva Goswami. It will be hard. Yeah, okay, we did this one. The next one is, what is the time? Avyaktanukarana shabda namat bhagase haraitavu harigada nishedhascha. Basically, this Vīṣṇujana Sandhi ends here, but still there are 3-4 more sutras, so which are not covered in the Madhyama version, but still we are doing the Bṛhad, so bonus. The at portion of words imitating inarticulate sounds is deleted when the word iti follows, and the change to Harigada is prohibited. For example, if we have the word patat iti, patat is just a word, it's just a sound, like sometimes in Sanskrit when a sound has to be expressed in the language, so how do you express a noise or a sound in Sanskrit? So like the beats of Mridanga, tathai tathai, so in that one of the bhajan, tathai tathai bhaje bhaje. So I think Bhaktivinoda Thakur used the same beats or the same mantra, tathai tathai bhaje. So similarly, patat, ghatat, they are like sounds which are used as it is, as they are. Yeah. So if we have the words like patat, ghatat, which end in at, and then iti follows, then what will happen is the at portion will be deleted, removed, and it will become like this, pat iti. Now someone may say, okay, now we can apply Vīṣṇujana. What was that? The first sutra of this Vīṣṇujana Sandhi.
Vishnudasa Vishnupadante Harigosha Harigada.
So now someone could say, okay, we can convert this ta into da by that sutra, but it prohibits it. It says Harigada nishedhascha. So no more Sandhi after deleting the at part. So this is avyakta anukarana shabda. Imitating sounds, inarticulate imitating sounds. Let us read what is this. The word Harigada Nisheda means the Harigada that would usually be obtained by applying this sutra, which we just heard, is prohibited. Imitative words are actually of two kinds, Vyakta and Avyakta. The Vyakta ones are those which can be manifested through a known language. And the Avyakta ones are those which cannot. The Avyakta imitative words reproduce noises like that of an object breaking or falling. I just said this one. And I gave a good example of Mirdangam. But this is like any sound. Like if we knock the door, if we check the mic, we check the mic before. So such noises are Avyakta sounds. Why do we say when the word iti follows? Consider patat atra. So in this case, there won't be deletion of at, and the tarama will change to the Harigada, patadatra. Well, how? Okay, we won't read this. So we just got what is Avyakta, which means noises, just random and general noises of any sound, which cannot be manifested through a language, like that. So yeah, Naika Sarveshwaratve. But not when the imitative word has only one Sarveshwara in it. For example, in Patat, we have two Sarveshwaras, Patat. If we have one Sarveshwara in such sound, then the At portion won't be deleted. So it will remain same and Harigada will be applied. So Shrat iti becomes Shrad iti. Naika Saresh. So this is a Nishedh Sutra. It's prohibiting the previous sutra to be applied. And then plus we apply the Vīṣṇudāso Vīṣṇudānte Harighoshacha Harigada. Na dvistri rukta vantyasya ta ramasya tuva. And not when the imitative word is repeated 2 or 3 times. But the final ta rama is optionally deleted when the word iti follows. For example, if we have patat patat iti. Oh, I got it. Really, I got it. Anyways, I will tell you what I got. Very important. Patat patat iti. So when we have repetition of the same sound, for example, if you have, let's say if you have a steel glass, the drinking steel glass, and it's empty, and you fall it, let's say from 5 feet high on the ground, then when it touches the ground, then it will jump a bit. So first it will touch the ground, it will make some sound like, let's say patat, and then it will jump, and then again
Bounce.
bounce and jump, whatever. So it will do the same thing 4 or 5 times. Of course, each time the frequency of the sound becomes less, because the frequency or the height of that bounce becomes less. So the sound is repeating patat 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 patat, like that. So if there is such a repetition, then optionally we don't delete anything, it remains the same plus Harigada, and optionally the last ta will be deleted and then Sandhi will be done. So one is patat patat iti, one is patat pateti. Patat pateti. Okay, what I was telling, this is the last 129, 130, and yes. There is very interesting thing. In the 7th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, have you noticed okay, I have written this, Prahlad, and sometimes it's written like this, Prahlad.
Yes.
Have you noticed that? In 7th canto it's there. This la, and then we have ra. So sometimes ra, sometimes la. So is it a typing mistake or what? No. It says here, where it is? Yeah. Dalayo ralayo cha praya ekatva shravanad. I was searching for this since weeks. I knew it is here somewhere in the grammar, but today I got it. It means Da Rama and La Rama, Rama and La Rama are practically one with each other and thus interchangeable. And because it is heard from previous authorities. So Raghu and Laghu, Kapirika and Kapilika, Paryanka, Palyanka, Vardabhi, Valabhi, they all mean the same. So Ra Rama can be substituted with La Rama and La Rama with Ra Rama. Similarly, Da with La and La with Da. That's why in Prahlad, in Srimad Bhagavatam, even in the BVT edition, we see sometimes it's La Rama and sometimes it's Ra Rama. So Dalayo Ralayoscha Praya Ekatva we know, Ekatva, oneness, Shravanat. Shravanat means from the previous authorities. Like Arjuna says, Shushrushu, Anushushruma, I have heard. So Shravanat means I have, it's being heard. So this is important actually. Just few days back, only one devotee asked me that, Prabhu, why there is change of letter in the word Prahlada in BBT edition Bhagavatam. So I gave him the same answer. I knew it. the same answer, but he was not satisfied. No, how can it happen? I said, Prabhu, this is the rule, and this is the explanation. If you're not satisfied, then what can I do? And then he approached another devotee who also, I think, read Sanskrit. He also gave him the same answer from Harinamamrit Vyakranam, that Ralayoscha Ekatva. And he sent me that message which he got from the devotee. And I said, Prabhu, I told you already. So you wanted me to write and post you and, officially. So then I asked, are you satisfied now? He said, partially. I said, Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Better you approach Vyasadeva and hear from him. So like that. Dalayo Ralayoscha Prapya Ekatva. Okay.
So Prabhu, can you then, for example, here Raghu and Lagu is there, right? Can you change it to Tagu? Because love.
No. See, these two are Ekatva. They share the Ekatva, oneness. And these two share the Ekatva. It's not that all four of them are like Ekatvas. No.
My question is, Raghu becomes Lagu, then La and Da are interchangeable. Can you change it to
You are like A is equal to B and B is equal to C. So A is equal to C. You're trying mathematics here.
you don't usually do that. That's what you're saying.
It's not me, it's the authorities. Although Kali Yugites are manda buddhi, manda mati, but in such things they are really sharp. I don't know. I just know, I've heard from my teacher that Da and La, they act as same, and Ra and La, they act as same. Like that. Sir, Rame Tanabhyam Tukveti Vaktavyam. Tuk can optionally be inserted after Ta or Na Ram when Sa follows. For example, we have the word Shat and then Sadhavaha. Then we have Ta Rama here and Sa Rama is following. So in such a case, we can optionally insert Tuk. Now this is just a pratyaya, which is an agama in this case. So Shat, and from Tuk, this Uk is in the parentheses or in the brackets, it's removed. And the remaining is Ta Rama. So Shat Sadhava, like that. Shat. Then Bhagwan Sadhu. So we have Na Rama in the first place and Sa Rama following. So Bhagwan Sadhu. These are all just rare usages, very rare. So that's why it's Bṛhad. And then the last one, Shaurau Nangabhyam Takau Veti Vaktavyam. Okay, you can all chant this sutra. Shaurau Nangabhyam, this Nangabhyam Takau Veti Vaktavyam. Okay, then Ta and Ka can optionally be inserted after Na and Nga Rama respectively when a Shauri follows. For example, if we have Na Rama and a Shauri is following, so in this case we insert Ta Rama optionally. Sugant Shankaraha. Prang Swabhu becomes Prang Swabhu. Prang Shashta becomes Prang Shashta. Thus ends Vīṣṇujana Sandhi. Hari Bol. Any questions or any celebrations?
This is exciting. So I suppose, Prabhu, we should just go and where these are optional, find places that we can apply them, because we're not going to, it's a little bit difficult to trace these out.
So what are you suggesting?
These basically Dvitvam sutras, should we just go and find places where they are applicable and then offer the optional forms there? Because it's pretty difficult to trace them out, and like if you find one somewhere. I guess if you look at other manuscripts or like commentaries, things like that are older, like you said, you'll find places where the author is just using these everywhere.
Yeah, means if you like, you can trace them out in some older manuscripts of some scriptures and so. But I think the examples given by Jiva Goswami, they are sufficient for the time being. And yeah. One thing I would like to suggest, can someone make a sheet or something of the Dvitva part, the Dvitva section? It will be good actually, because it's a section inside Vīṣṇujana Sandhi. You know, the sutras, the applications, the examples. So in some creative, innovative way, if someone can. So if someone like he can make and post it in the group. So yeah. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. I tried to break this Anvaya down. Let's see how we move ahead. Vadanti tattvavidastatvam yajnanamadvayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavaniti shabdyate yat advayam dvaita shunyam jnanam. Okay, yat advayam jnanam tattvavidah tat tattvam vadanti. So that advaya jnana, non-dual knowledge. Now here advaya doesn't stand for the impersonal, the word impersonal, but it's non-dual jnana. So the tattvavadis, the knower of the tattvas, they call such advaya jnana as the tattva. Now jnana refers to chit ekarupam, whose form is only made of chit, cognitive potency. Chit ekarupam, advayatvam, and he is advaya, he's non-dual. Even I was reading in 1.1.2 commentary of Jiva Goswami, yes, and Sridhar Swami today and yesterday, of this point, that in that Vedyam Vastavam Atra Vastu Shivadam, so that word Vastavam, Vedyam Vastavam, so Sridhar Swami was mentioning that Parameshwar is the Vastavam Vastu, and Vastunah Angshah Jivah, Vastunah Shakti Maya, Vastunah Karyam Jagat. That first of all, the Mool Vastu is the Parameshwara, who is the Lord, who is Lord Krishna. And then he's mentioning further there that the Ansha of that Vastu is Jiva, the Shakti of that Vastu is Maya, and the Karya of the Vastu is Jagat. And all three, the Jiva, the Maya, and the Karya, the Jagat, they are simultaneously different and non-different from the Lord. They are also Vastu. All these things are also Vastu, the same as the original Vastavik Vastu, which is the Lord, but simultaneously they are Prithak. So one example given was of cloud and the sun. Now, are cloud and sun different? Yes or no?
Yes.
They are different because sun is Tejomay and cloud is Jalmay. Cloud is made up of water. Second question, are cloud and sun same? Just think a bit before telling no, anyone.
Well, the cloud is generated by the sun, by the sun's energy.
Yes, and that's why it's the satta, the existence of the cloud is based upon the satta, the existence of the sun. Because of the sun, because of the existence of the sun, the existence of the cloud is possible. That's why, in one sense, they are the same in that sense, and they are also different at the same time. Similarly, the Jagat, the Shakti, the Ansha, they are same in in different understandings, and they are different also in different understandings. So like that, Advayatvam, but Parameshwar or Krishna is the Advaitam. He's non-dual, he's everything. Nothing is beyond him. Nothing is beyond him. Cha asya swayam siddha. And he's swayam siddha. You know, he's he's not he's like made up of his own self, swayam siddha. His jnana, his satta, his existence, his knowledge, his everything of the Lord is swayam siddha. It's not borrowed from anything. Onlys. It's his own. Then tadrisha and atadrisha. There are two words. Tadrisha means like this, you know, like that, like that. And atadrisha means not like that. So like that and not like that. These words, these two words, they show dualism. Okay. Tadrisha means like that, and atadrisha means not like that. So these two words, they show dualism. So tadrisha atadrisha tattva antara abhavat. So in the Lord, in the Supreme Lord, there is absence of the element, the principle of like that and not like that, because he's the one and all. You know, he's everything. There is no dualism in the Lord. That he's like, he cannot be compared with anything. That he's like that and he's not like that, because everything is himself only. Do you see? It means this is from Jiva Padaha, means Jiva Goswami, who's explaining it, the Advaya feature or the wholeness of the Supreme Truth. So the Supreme Truth cannot be compared with anything else, because there is nothing else apart from him. There is no existence. And I was reading, amazingly, it was Jiva Goswami, he was mentioning that, or I'm sorry, either Sridhar, either Vishwanath or Jiva Goswami, I'm just confused who. But the point was, he was mentioning Pushpa, Akasha Pushpa. You know, there is nothing like Akasha Pushpa. Do you see flowers like we see a tree, you know, in behind Vijay Prabhu? Tree behind Vijay Prabhu, and it's wavering. Will we say wavering or floating? Not floating, wavering in the wind. So now tree behind Vijay Prabhu is based upon the land, and it's possible. There is satta, existence of tree. But can flowers grow in the sky? No. So whose satta is not there, it means it's not a karya of the karana. I don't know if it's becoming little technical. Simply, it means Krishna is everything, and everything has emanated from Krishna. If there is something outside the creation of Krishna, then it's not there actually. Its existence doesn't exist. Like Akash Khe Pushpa, like Akasha Pushpa. This was literally a technical point for me to understand, but by Krishna's and his devotees' grace, I got this point. Like Akash Pushpa. And this was the explanation of Vyatirek, Itara, in that word, 1.1.1. Janmadyasya yato anvayat itaratah. Like Anvaya and Vyatirek. So like that, Tadrisha and Atadrisha, Tattva Antara Abhavat. So there is absence of dualism basically, Tadrisha and Atadrisha Tattva. Antar means the difference. So he cannot be compared to such things. Swashakti ek sahaya tattvat parama ashraya tam vina tarasam asiddhatvat iti jivapada. Swashakti ek sahaya tattvat, sahayatvat. Now, with the help or through the agency, using the word help won't suit, because help again means, depending on someone. Through the agency of his own Shakti, of his own Shakti, Lord Krishna is the Parama Ashraya of everything. Lord Krishna, like the sun, the Shakti of the sun is the sunlight, the sun rays. And through that Shakti, the sunlight or the sun rays, the water is evaporated and converted into cloud. Okay? So through the help of the Shakti, the sun becomes the Ashraya, the Adhar of the existence of the cloud. Similarly, through Krishna's, through Supreme Lord's Shaktis, uh, the whole creation is created, and that's how the Supreme Lord becomes the Param Ashraya, just like the sun becomes the Ashraya of the cloud. Tam vina tasam asiddhatvat. And without Krishna, who is the Param Ashraya, no one's existence can be there without Lord Krishna. You know, tasam here, tasam is basically feminine, striling, and it refers to all the Shaktis. And basically, we are also Shaktis. You know, we are also Shaktis, part of Krishna's Shaktis. Iti Jiva Pada. So this was Jiva Goswami's explanation for the word Advaya Jnanam, basically. Advaya Jnanam. And it really took me a while to go understand just a bit. I know it can be more understood or understand in a better way, but this was what I understood through this tiny brain. Prabhupada says tiny as teeny, if you have heard. Teeny brain. I like the term, teeny. Okay, then Tattva Vida is Vastava Vastu Tattvajna, who knows the Vastava Vastu. This was also, I was reading in Sridhar Swami's Vidyam Vastava Matra. So the Vaisheshikas, you know, the Nyaya followers, for them the Vastava Vastu are the material elements. You know, the seven, I think, seven of them, the material elements, Jala, Prithvi, Akash, Ityadi. And they are happy with that, and they consider those elements as Vastava. But Srimad Bhagavatam says the Vastavam Vastu is the Supreme Lord. Kevala Ishvara Aradhana iti. The Supreme Lord is the Vastava Vastu. Tat Tattvam Vadanti. So is the original Tattva. Tadeva Tattvam Brahma iti Shabdyate. So such a Tattva is celebrated as Brahma by the Upanishads. You know, Upanishadai Brahma Namna Avidhyate. So in the Upanishads, such a Tattva is celebrated by the name Brahma. Paramatma iti Hiranya Garbhi iti Sheshaha is known as Paramatma. Also one word is Hiranyagarbha for Lord Vishnu. Hiranyagarbha is also used for Lord Brahma at several points of times. I'm really not sure about the etymology of the word Hiranyagarbha, but I just know that sometimes it's used for Brahma and sometimes it's used for Lord Vishnu. If someone knows the, you know,
It's a golden egg. When the universe comes out, it becomes like a golden egg. It becomes the Hiranya.
Okay, Hiranya means gold, we know, like Hiranyakashipu, Hiranya means gold, and Garbha means anda or egg. Now, how does it connect to Brahma and Vishnu? Like, you know, that much is okay, Hiranyagarbha. But
for Lord Brahma, it means one whose Garbha is that egg, isn't it? He's born into, who's born into that egg.
Okay, and then for
I
Lord
don't know
Vishnu,
about Vishnu. I don't know about for Lord
It's
Vishnu.
outside
I remember reading the one in a commentary for Lord Brahma.
I think Vishnu is the Garbha for the Hiranya, that egg, right? Mahavishnu is.
was that a speculation?
No, I think so.
Yeah, I think so. It's a speculation by Prabhupada's. But Ujjwal Prabhu's statement, which he read somewhere, seems very much suitable, that Brahmaji appeared in a Garbha, in a Brahmand, so Hiranya Garbha. But still, I think for me at least, more explanation will be good.
Prabhuji, I have two questions.
Okay,
So
Prabhuji.
here, Tadrisha, Atadrisha, you are mentioning that, right? So like this and not like this. So we can say the Lord is not like this material world, right? because he's different from it.
No, but here see, the Vishaya Vakya, the the theme is Advaya.
Hmm.
Okay. If it was Dvaya, then the discussion would have taken another direction. Now we are talking about the Advaya Tattva, Advaya Jnana. So, uh, so there is no point of making the Lord look distinct from anything of his own creation, from his own creation.
I see. So you're saying the Beda is what is mentioned here, Tadrisha.
Here it's like Abheda thing is being tried to, the Abheda portion, the Advaya Jnana. It says Advaya, Dvaita Shunyam. Dvaita itself shows this, he's beyond the dualism, the differences, because everything is him. That is another thing, that he's not personally everything, it's by his Shaktis that he prevails. What is that ninth chapter verse, fourth or fifth? That I am in everything, everything is in me, and like that. Jagat, something. So like that, and this is, I'm really again saying that
तदमिदं सर्वं जगत्
Murtina,
मत्स्थानि
Nachamastani.
सर्वभूतानि न चाहं तेषाम् अवस्थितः.
Yeah, so like that. So this was my small understanding. So it's possible that someone can better explain it. So this was my small understanding of this difficult explanation of this thing. Jnana.
So
So
here,
some, yeah.
if you want to complete, please complete.
Yeah, so some they say it as Brahma, some as Paramatma, and the devotees they say that Tattva as Bhagavan, iti Shesha. So this was the shloka. Wow, at least we did it. Haribol, I'm very much happy. I was really worried. I went through it for practically 45 minutes today. I spent 45 minutes for this one to just break it down, and finally by Krishna's grace I could somehow peep into it, let's say 20% or 30%.
And this Vastava Vastu Tadvakya. So the Vastava Vastu, we say even the material energy is reality, right? We don't say it is false like the Mayavadis.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
the Vastava Vastu, you are saying that Vaisheshikas, they say the material elements, but the Vastava Vastu does not include the material world. Is that what you're saying? It's only the Supreme Lord?
The material world is the karya of the Vasta Vastu. Okay, I said it, that the jiva, they are the ansha of that Vasta Vastu. Vasta Vastu is the mool Vastu, which is Parameshwara, the original Vastu, original person. Now everything, the Jagat, the Jiva, the energies, Maya and so on, they are related to that Vasta Vastu. And because they are related to him, so in one sense they are also Vastu, but they are also not. So the Vasta Vastu is the Supreme Lord, and Prabhupada says it as the fountainhead, and everything emanates from him. So Jagat is the karya of that Vastu, which you are saying. So that Vasta Vastu acts as a karana, as a cause, and the Jagat acts as a karya, the effect of the cause. So it's simultaneously one and different. Just like a cloud is same and different from the sun. In different, like that, Prabhu.
Okay. And this, sorry, this Shaktiman Shakti Abheda, is that like, I mean, we don't see in the modern world, they use that example, the Shakti and the Shaktiman Abheda. Is it like, in traditionally it was very frequently used, or how's that understanding? Like with the sun and the cloud example, we don't point to the cloud and then say it's the sun, but using the Shaktiman and Shakti Abheda, we say both are the same. It's like in the Vedic culture, it was very used, or how is that coming?
See, one thing we should try to understand, which I'm also trying to understand, is when we say, for example, cloud and sun, they are non-different. So immediately when we hear such thing, what comes to our mind first is that the attributes and the properties of both should be same.
Right.
But the attributes and the properties and the features and the elements of both are different. They are one in different sense. For example, Prabhupada says that the Mayavadis, Brahmavadis, they believe in oneness with the God. Now for them, oneness means merging into. Then Prabhupada continues in one of his purport to Bhagavatam that even Vaishnavas, they accept the philosophy of oneness. Then I was surprised. And then when I moved ahead and read, now what oneness means to us, he said oneness to the Vaishnava mean that Krishna's interest is Vaishnava's interest. So that's oneness for us. Do you understand?
Okay, so oneness not necessarily physical attributes. It can be. Okay,
So when we hear points like abheda and so on, so instantly we think, with try to visualize the equality of the attributes and the properties of both the things. Like if this mouse equals to this mobile phone, so this mouse should act as a, and I say equal to abhed. There is abhed, same. So mouse should there should be WhatsApp in, there should be Telegram in, but it's abheda because both of them are made of plastic in one sense.
Okay.
Just a random thing. I didn't think of this example before. Just randomly, I'm saying that they are abheda because they are one in one sense because initially they were both plastic, and even now they are both plastic, but the attributes are different and their properties are different, but they are plastic. If you crush both the things, they will turn into plastic, oneness. And from the plastic crushed from the mouse, you can make new mobile afterwards. Just so like that.
Okay, got it. It is the perspectives when we are saying the oneness, it is within a particular perspective.
Yeah, it's not fully. It's not the property, the attribute, and so on. If like we are one with Krishna, it doesn't mean that we can hold Govardhan. The attributes, the properties are different. The features are different. Krishna is full of 64 qualities. Now, when we say there is abheda between us and the Lord, still we are not complete. First of all, we don't have 64 qualities. We have 50 qualities, but not even those 50 qualities are not in full, in us. They do not manifest fully in us. So like that, Prabhu.
Okay, thank you, Prabhu.
Any last thing by anyone? You all are more intelligent than me. I'm nothing, but still we're trying to discuss something and some shlokas. Advayam and Dvayam. Okay, so thank you very much. We'll see tomorrow. And the day after tomorrow is New Year, 31st of December. So we have a program in our temple here, Pandharpur, and I have been given a slot of kirtan at the same time when the class is, and without even asking me. So either we can shift the class before, maybe, or we can just skip it. So you can let me know, whatever suits you. We can do from 8 to 8:30 because 8:30 is my slot. Indian Standard Time, like 15 minutes before the general time.
Probably 15 minutes before.
So
Yeah, I'm okay with that. 15 minutes before works.
Just for the day after tomorrow, and yeah, so the day after tomorrow will start 15 minutes before, and yes.
That is December 31st, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, sure.
Means in India it is. I don't know there.
December 31st, night time for